Man, hey, how's it going? How's it going? Mr. Devin here, Rant and Chill. Hey, if you find Velma hot, I got news for you. You are going to be arrested. You're going to be reported to the FBI, as if that means anything. It's not like the FBI themselves aren't sitting on a stockpile of child pornography. Well, within not even 5 minutes in, and child pornography gets referenced here. What am I talking about here, man? I find this to be hilarious. It's nothing new to me, really, because I had this back and forth with other people on, I guess, on Discord and whatever. It's kind of interesting to me. Hey, you saw the thumbnails. You saw the title of this stream. You know what I'm talking about. Velma from Scooby-Doo. Now, I'm not talking about the canon age Velma of 15. Ooh, gross, disgusting. I'm talking about the cosplayers, okay? I'm talking about the 20-year-olds, the sexy 20-year-olds putting on the Velma costume and looking hot as fuck. I'm sorry. If that makes me weird, okay? If that makes me wrong, then I don't want to be right, okay? It's as simple as that. It's as simple as fucking that, okay? But no. There's these people out there, I guess, that go through mental gymnastics, so many bends and spins and twirls. I don't know how they do it. But they go, oh, but it's wrong because you're fetishizing a child. It's like, what sort of SJW fucking mind-bending logic are you trying to spew out of your ass? That doesn't make any sense. It's an adult that's donning on the costume. It's a grown-ass adult that has to look. Hate to use the Gothic King Cobra, a woman of age, but it's kind of what you have to say. You're gonna have to explain to some people. I kind of think the people who have this have an issue with sexy cosplayers. I guess in cosplay that would be I guess like a minor character, literally a minor. I think they're either trolling or they're an idiot. Maybe both. Could be both. Could be. Now, I'm also going to try to defend the best I can even artwork. Now that gets weird. The non-safe for work artwork, that it gets in a weird territory. I'll go ahead and outright say, Lolly, no bueno. Don't like that stuff. In fact, it's, to me, that stuff is child porn. Anyone involved in that stuff needs to be arrested, put on a train, one-way destination, one-way trip to a relearning facility. All right. But before we do this, let's table this. We got to talk about, because everyone else talked about it, Johnny Depp won. And that's great. That's amazing. Johnny Depp won a defamation suit, which is nearly impossible, right? The odds are stacked against you and against a woman. Oh. You know, Amber Heard was a cunty bitch. When they play that audio of Amber Heard being like, Johnny, you tell the world, you tell the world, and they won't believe you. You tell, I'm Johnny, and I'm being abused. They're not gonna believe you because you're a man, Johnny. You're a man. When they played that, I was like, oh, this fucking bitch. Oh, this fucking. I need to take this call. I don't know why I'm getting this. One moment. One moment. Temporary break. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. Back now. Back now. Pop in relative. Pop in relative. Like just unannounced. Unannounced. Completely unannounced. Oh, I'm just coming by to drop off some coloring books and books for the kids. 3 bags of books that probably never really be used. Probably just be donated to the church. Thank you. Just read him, spur of the moment. It's like, fuck. Anyway, just wait. I'll just wait. I guess some people were still watching. Okay. But yeah, we got to talk about the Amber Heard thing. Oh, man. She is a notorious cunty bitch telling Depp that, you can tell your story, but no one's going to believe you. And now, man, what I find to be juicy about this verdict, is not only is it a victory for Johnny Depp, not only is it Amber Heard's not going to be able to pay the $8 million or $10 million. She's not going to be able to pay that. I'm running on the theory that someone was actually paying for her legal fees, and I think that someone has some very deep pockets. Okay, you could speculate on who that might be. But someone who's been paying her routine visits. Okay, someone who's been dumping cum in that cock carousel. Okay, that is Amber Heard. All right. A certain someone's a fucking billionaire. A certain someone makes Teslas. Oh, that's just too much, huh? That relative is one of my agents. Oh shit, I'm exposed. Well, I'm not arrested. Wait, I didn't screen those books. Uh-oh. I probably should have screened those books. I don't know what's it. Oh shit. We're just gonna. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't even mention that, and just move on. But what I find hilarious about this, really juicy, is that you have these radical feminists, which is pretty much any feminist at this point, reeing and crying over fears that men are not going to listen and believe anymore. Certain names like Anita Sarkeesian of Gamergate, her name popped up recently. It's like, it'd be like, people need to listen and believe. It's like, Amber Heard's a fucking liar. And no, we shouldn't listen and just believe. I said that from the beginning. I said that years ago. You don't just listen and believe. You hear, and then you look at the facts. Be like, well, this doesn't make any sense. What you're saying makes no sense whatsoever. Okay? Because how many lives have been ruined because of listen and believe? How many lives have been ruined because some fucking cunty bitch was crying and pissy because of some regret, or because she was turned down, or because something didn't go her way, or because she thought she was owed something when she's not. Okay? All those fucking false claim allegations, all those fucking false claim Me Too's, and there's a lot of them. The stack is fucking high. All those college students, those poor guys, man, they got raked over the coals, right? Right? They're the ones who got raped by the fucking system, by Title IX. Thank you. Okay? It's all those men that got raped by the system, where the women cry tears. Oh, listen and believe, listen and believe. Oh, look, this guy did this to me. It's like, oh, fuck you. And these feminists want to cry about it. These feminists want to be like, oh, we need to listen and believe. The verdict sets women back. It sets us back. People won't going to listen and believe. Good. They should have been listening from the get-go. They should have been like, it sounds like to me you're being a cunty bitch about all this. No. But I find that to be juicy. I find that to be really, really enjoyable. And I hope the tide turns, man. I hope things change. I hope people wake up and be like, you can't just listen. And what's gonna make that happen are further lawsuits. Now Johnny can do it because of deep pockets and he has money. For him, it's not even about the money. It's just about him telling a story. We don't all have that kind of money to blow around. No, it'd be really nice if Depp can start some sort of fund that can like help other guys that are in that sort of state in that situation. You know? Ah, while we were distracted by this, Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted without giving up any names. I heard that, and that is very gross. That is absolutely disgusting, but kind of telling, kind of really telling about how things are. And that judge probably saw the names too. That judge probably saw a list of names that he wasn't supposed to see. How deep does the deep state go? Is the judge not even given the list of names? Because they know that if the judge knows, he's gonna have to be killed, he or she or whatever. Okay, like there are key politicians and billionaires, key players that are sitting on stockpiles of legit child porn, legit shit. Okay, all right. Maxwell knows who they are, knows who some of them are. And the topic tonight, the reason why I chose this topic is because certain Karens on Discord were like, "Oh, but like you're lusting over Velma's like fetishizing a cartoon character or like a 15-year-old." It's like, what are you talking about? That makes no sense. And we're gonna get into that here. We're gonna get into that right now. Okay, so. Like I said in the beginning, if you're someone that finds a 20-something or 30-something that's looking pretty hot in a Velma costume, if you find that to be nice, well, these certain guys might just report you to the FBI and have you arrested. At least try to. Because there's some concerns there. You might be a pedo there. You might be because you're fetishizing a child, all that stuff. We're not talking about the canonical age of that character. Like, let's take Velma. Let's take Velma here. And while I do this, let's go ahead and put something on the screen here for context, because context is key, right? Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's just play this for context here. Yeah, see, I guess canon-wise, Velma is like 15 or some shit. I never knew that. I don't care, because that's not what I'm looking at right now. Is that what you're looking at right now? No, that's not what we're looking at right now. In fact, when you look up Velma cosplay, I don't think you're going to find anything like that. Okay? Okay? You're going to be A-okay. You're going to be fine. No issues there. No issues. They'd be like, oh, but you're fantasizing about that character. As an adult, clearly, as you can see right here, it is as an adult. Oh, but you're fetishizing of a child. It's like, an adult dressed like the character. I mean, it's so obvious. I feel like I'm repeating myself. It should just be very clear. I have to consult the age, consult a mentor, DJ Axel, about this. That's right. That's the other thing too, right? I've been talking with DJ Axel. Who knows? My opinion on other things might just change, but no, it won't. Lolly's cancer. In some ways, anime doesn't help things either, which is sad because I like a lot of things coming out from Japan, but it's just anime gets kind of pervy. That's coming from a man who likes to appreciate culture, but I like to appreciate culture of age. Yeah, so this is Velma. Okay, so clearly this cosplayer is not like 15 years old. Okay. What about other characters like Hermione? Hermione is 11, right? Hermione is 11 years old in Harry Potter. Oh my God. Does that mean if you find a Hermione cosplayer hot, you want to smash? Does that make you a pedo? I don't know. What about this? Check out this chick. Okay. Now, she looks like she's in her 30s. Actually, late 30s. Okay. She looks like she's in her late 30s. If I'm trying to be nice. Okay. Late 30s, but nice tits. Late 30s. Oh, that's not bad. Uh, late 30s, nice tits, and some thighs there. Okay, so she's looking fine. She's looking fine. There's nothing wrong with that right there. That's her Hermione, whatever. She's all grown up or whatever. Okay, that's fine there. That's fine there. Okay, shit. Oh, slither into her for sure. Okay. But the cosplay stuff is easy. The cosplay stuff is understandable. It's when we get to the artwork, the non-safe for work artwork. That's when things are gonna get a little hairy, I suppose, or actually less hairy. That's kind of the problem. Okay, but what about Misty? Misty of Pokemon. She's like what, 13 or something in that show? Oh, does that mean if you're I don't know, lusting after cosplays of Misty that you're somehow some sort of lolly person or pedo? I mean, this doesn't look like a 11-year-old, okay? This is a grown adult, late 20s, early 30s, okay? That's just, I mean, clearly, as someone said in the chat too, I think it was Cool Tactic, the cosplay stuff is more like to grift off of fanboys that are just like, yeah, take my money. Just take my money. Just take it. You got it. I'll simp for that. You know, not me personally. Misty never did it for me. Okay. Just never did it. No. Velma though. Velma did. Velma does. That's why I call this the Velma defense. All right. That's why I call this stream the Velma defense. It's like, it's not even the real Velma. And we'll talk about that too. Okay. So let's talk about, I guess, artwork. Now are very sick, and we'll probably do some illustrate some things none of us here would appreciate or approve, right? I think we would all unanimously disavow certain illustrations out there. With that said, there are some illustrations of Velma that I could recall. I could think of. I think I might have pulled some to sample to put on the screen here. That clearly the character does not look like how she did in the cartoon. Clearly the character looks older. There's more attention to detail to certain places. I'm talking about the bust, the hips, and all that stuff. It's like you don't even know if it's like the canonical was it canonical age. So the age of the show is 15, but like these illustrations, some of them, you know, it's like, well, look at that. I mean, that looks like a full grown, like, you know, 20-year-old, 30-year-old. Okay, what's going on there? You know, but let me see. I have some on the screen. Or some saved. Let me see. Let's see. I might have one. Oh, I do. All right, there we go. Put this on the screen here. I should make it smaller for YouTube purposes, but it's right here. I'll put it briefly, like this. This right here. That right there. Like, okay, if you're like into sort of Velma crave, okay, you're like craving Velma cosplays, Velma. Not safe for work art, okay? For some reason, that's the thing you're looking for, okay? Like, you're good. You're fine. You're going to be fine. The cosplay is going to be fine, all right? No issues there. Okay, this, you're going to be fine. No issues there, okay? Because clearly, that doesn't even look like the canonical Velma, right? Doesn't look anything like her. Not really. Just has the look a little bit, but not really like, you know, other factors, other things. And that's going to be something that'll be a like case-by-case basis. Okay, case-by-case basis. You could, if you search hard enough, I'm sure you would find. See, here's the thing. The reason why the artwork might be a little tricky at times is because it's the artwork area where people will say, oh. If you're lusting after images of, let's say, Velma here, I'll throw in some other characters, obviously Misty and stuff, because Misty, she's a certain age on that show, right? If you're doing that, then that means you are fantasizing about that child there. Or shit, oh my god, I gotta be really careful. I would say that character there. Oh my god, this is a crazy topic. Okay, now I have certain thoughts about this. Now, how old were you when you were watching Pokemon? How old were you when you were watching Scooby-Doo? Okay, I'm just saying some people, when they were like 14 and they were watching Pokemon or whatever, and they thought Misty was a certain way. Misty never did for me. It was Jessie, Team Rocket. I thought was Jessie the chick? I thought it was. The chick with the long red hair. She was the one that did it for me. Okay. It is possible. I'm going to sound like it is possible that someone who's like 13 or 14, growing up watching Pokemon or Scooby-Doo, could find the Velma or the Misty or name the character attractive, and then as they grow older, and they're still kind of attractive to that image or to that look, are they then a pedophile? You know, what is that? Are they then a pedophile? You know what's going on there? Because it's not like the cartoon character ages, right? The cartoon character stays the same age. But or does it? Or does it? Because what about, let's say, like I showed on the screen, this image of Velma. Obviously not canon. Obviously not a 15-year-old. Okay? Obviously not. Not even canon in any way, right? So it's like that there isn't the character that you would... It's not the official character. It has no ties or connection to it. It just has the look. Has a look. You're describing how pedophile works. When children are sexualized early, they find other children attractive. They get older and it doesn't go away. Well, that's why I like hanging out in high school. I get older, they stay the same age. All right. What the fuck? Relations when you were much younger, like kids, and the girls that you been through during that time. Are you then kind of like, are you, by re-exploring that material, or by re-exploring the thoughts and the feelings connected with that, is that pedophilia shit? Like, what is that? I mean, it can't be. I mean, that's an experience you had. You're just kind of reflecting on an experience you had a long time ago with a girl, right? I mean, you guys were the same age, around the same age then. But now looking back at it, it's like, oh, it's like, are you allowed to access your own thoughts? How does that fucking work? How does that work? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, oh, no, you reach a certain age, you can't access your own thoughts on that stuff. But my thing with the age of these fictional characters is because what they're trying to say is that they're trying to say it's like lolicon. And if you don't know what lolicon is, it's illustrations of children in sexualized ways. And I don't mean like, oh, like they have an age that makes them a child. I mean like they look like prepubescent children, okay? Like they have a certain look, and clearly when you look at it, it's like that's a child. It's very gross, very disgusting. And everyone involved in that stuff should be shot. It's taken Japan a long time to criminalize child porn. It's taken Japan a long time to address their issue with the lolicon. I hope they fix it. I hope they fix it fast. Because that's just a cancer. That's a fucking cancer. Now, I would show you images. Well, I guess I could find a safe version of what a lolly looks like. I suppose I could do that for content, and that's not it. That's not it at all. Not at all. What lolly looks like is this. Is it's so disgusting. And you've probably seen it. You've probably seen it on Twitter. You've probably seen it around you. You just don't even know. I think this will work. I think this will work. It exaggerates everything wrong about like anime female characters. Like your typical anime, like the female character, you might, when they're all sexualized, be like, how old is that character again? Like, what's going on? Like High School of the Dead. How old are the characters in that? Okay, I don't even know. But you're not gonna tell me if you saw that. You're like not like. I mean, I'm pull it up and I'm gonna regret it immediately because it's Japanese. I'm pull it up and regret it immediately. I'm getting like 17. Okay. Great. Amazing. Just learning new stuff every day. Things I don't want to know. Sometimes ignorance is better. Okay, here you go. That there is a safe for work lolly person. That is a safe for work lolly person. Okay. All right. Looks like a child. Now imagine that. Well, I don't want to finish that sentence. Now, I'm waiting for the frames to catch up. This is bad. It is real bad. Man, I bet it's choppy as hell right now. How choppy is it? All right, I'm just refreshing this. Yeah, I'm buffering quite a bit. I could see. Son of a bitch. All right. Well, I'm recording a local copy, so there's that. I always do that. But what they're trying to say is that if you let me put the image on the screen here. Let's say not her or her. Let's say you look at this image, be like, okay, I find that hot. I'm gonna put that in my spank bank or whatever. Okay, kind of weird as a grown ass dude in your late 30s, early 40s to be this content, but whatever. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not the same thing that you saw before. It's not that childish image here. On this, like the age, it's like what? Probably like 20. Could be 23, 24. Not exactly sure, right? So it's not even the same character anymore, but different art style. Okay. So I don't see how that argument holds up as far as like this goes. But of course, like I said, you have to do it like a case by case situation. But you see, you never know. I mean, you go on DeviantArt or whatever, you're probably gonna find something that does look very shady, look very sus. And when you see that, well, just avoid that. Just avoid that. Okay. I would say if you are lusting after these characters that are illustrations or cosplay variations of minor characters, literally minor characters, stick with the cosplay, because that's gonna be fine. You're gonna be safe there. You don't have to worry about anything. But if for some reason the real thing doesn't suit you and you really want illustrations, I guess, exaggerated details, certain areas, I kind of get that at times. Well, just be careful what you find, okay? Like, example, Misty on Pokemon is like 13 or something. Okay. And it's an anime. So if you search for non-safe for work stuff related to that, you're probably going to find some messed up stuff. You're probably going to find some sussy stuff that you're just going to have to disavow. I'll just say, just don't do it. Just don't do it at all. I think Velma's safe. Velma's safe territory. Misty is not. I'll show you something, though. I mean, you might find something that looks like this every once in a while, and you see that, and you're like, well, like, what is that? I mean, could look 19, could look 20. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, okay? It doesn't even really look like the same character. The hair is longer. There's much more tone, much more build, thicker in certain areas. So not even really the same character, right? Definitely not canon to the series. All right. It's like someone. It's like an illustrative cosplay, if that make any sense. It's like looking like her without being her. There's that. And I could say the same for something like Hermione. When Hermione's like 11 in Harry Potter. And it's like, if you are fantasizing after that, I would hope it's because you grew up watching Harry Potter, and that maybe you found something like this where she looks like she is older. Look at that. Those hips don't make any sense for like. I mean, she looks like developed. Like that's not like an 11-year-old right there. Come on now. Now, if you are into the into other versions of Hermione, well then you probably have a problem. Then you're in a bad territory. Okay, all right. There's that. There's that. Oh shit. And you can find some questionable ones. I'm gonna put one on the screen. I will put one on the screen. Be like, well, what's going on here? Do I have it saved? I do. This one here. What's going on in this one? Well, it looks like the snake is wrapped around her, and you see part of her body there. Okay. Is this canon? It's not canon, but it looks like it's depicting a scene from the movie. I don't know what's going on there. I would be kind of sus about this one. I wouldn't like this. Just be like, well, what is this? Emma Watson still looks like a 12-year-old. That's true too. I mean, if I were to see Emma Watson naked, I would think she's probably 13. Okay, that is a good observation there. And with that said, I couldn't tell you how old this illustration's supposed to be. The person in this illustration, I'd be like, I guess, could be 20. I have no idea. Okay, probably 18. Okay, but then again, there's Emma Watson. She's like in her 30s, and she looks like she's 13. Oh, how old is Emma Watson? How old is she? But if you stick with the cosplay stuff, though, you're not gonna have a problem because you'll run into versions like this, which is just a-okay, totally fine. Let's make that bigger. Yeah, there we go. Like this right here. This is fine. This is clearly. That's why, like, when it comes to this topic, it's like it's much safer and easier to argue it from like, well, the cosplay perspective, defending cosplay of these characters. But like, well, clearly, that is Hermione all grown up, and look at those proportions. Look at that body. That's putting some babies in that thing. Okay. Oh God. Oh, yeah. That 9,000 years old. That's when it comes to the illustrations. You see, let's put it back on the screen here. Something like this. This is defended. Nude illustrations of something like this is defended because it could be like a 9,000-year-old dragon maid or some crap. That doesn't make any sense to anybody. That doesn't even gaslight the people who are actually saying it. They don't even believe that crap. There's no way. There's no absolute. There's no way. Like, if it looks like a child, it's probably a child. What does that look like? Looks like a child there. Okay, come on now. Come on. Yeah. Disavow. Very gross. Disgusting. But that's one of the arguments that they use against if you're, if you have a thing for illustrations of Daphne, or let's say Daphne too. Daphne, I believe, is 17. Let's say Velma, because she's like 15 in the show. So if you lust their illustrations of her, be like, oh, you could be a pedo. Oh, you're a lolly person and stuff like that. But it's like, no, because I mean, we're talking about like illustration like this. No, I showed before already, like this, where it's like, well, clearly that's not the same thing. Okay. Or if you're going with Misty, you could even do like, you could do this. It's like, how? What is that? What is the age with that? I don't know, but it doesn't look like the character from the show. It resembles it aesthetically with the same clothes and same hair and all that, but much more detail to certain areas, wider, thicker, fuller. Like she's all grown up. So I wonder too, is it okay to if you fetishize a cartoon character, it's a minor. Oh, it's like, well, what if it's a grown up version of that character? Is that possible? Is that still okay? Or is that somehow bad? Oh no, because you're fetishizing a child. It's like, but it's an illustration of a grown up version of that character. See, now I kind of get why some people like Dick Masterson just go full on extreme and be like, you know what? Just call me that. I'm just gonna defend it all because it's so much easier just to make it simple and clear cut and just go with the extreme. And I can see that. Ben Notch said, didn't suit yourself get caught with Powerpuff Girl Lolly. I believe he did. And that is a no bueno area. Powerpuff Girls, what are you doing? If you're into Powerpuff Girl illustrations of non-safe work variety, or at all, if you're even into the show when you're like 30, if you're into Powerpuff Girls and you're old enough to drive a car, something's wrong with you. Okay? Go get help. And help is disconnect from the internet, get a real job, like a real job, where you'll be working in the elements, and grow up. Okay? All right? But if you are lusting up to Powerpuff Girls, that's even worse. You probably belong in prison. You probably belong in prison. See, there's layers to this. There's levels. There's levels to this. There's the Velma territory where I think old guys like me would be like, that's okay. That's safe area. No problem there. Okay. But then there's cartoons or whatever, where the characters are already kind of like small, or like what's like the Powerpuff Girls. What are you talking? What are you doing there? They're like flying babies. They look like little babies flying around. Who gets turned on by that? Oh man, you want to know an extreme example? Okay, the Velma defense definitely would not work for the Incredibles. For the Incredibles, not safe for work art, no way would that work. The Velma defense would not work for that, 100%. And you know why. Do you know what I'm about to say? Have you? I think you might have an idea. I have an idea. I think you could speculate that the people that would sexualize the mom from Incredibles, what would stop them from being like, well, we're gonna draw the daughter naked too. We're gonna draw the daughter naked and have her playing with the mom. Gross, right? Absolutely disgusting. But that's what they do. That's what they do. The Velma defense, it's not going to help you with that. It's not going to help you on that. Upload the recorded local copy for sure. I know, buffering like crazy. I just want you guys to know there's certain areas, certain examples, certain situations where the Velma defense is just not going to work, not going to be able to help you out. Let's see, there's probably other areas. I was gonna say The Simpsons. That's fucked up. I don't even know who would do that. What about what was her name? From Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. What about Gadget? Gadget is a mouse. Gadget is a little mouse. That's worse. Is that kind of like bestiality? Or is it still bestiality when it's a little? I don't know how that would freaking work. How do you sexualize Gadget from Chip and Dale? Like, I'm sure there's images of that. I know there's images of that. It doesn't make any, because at that point you'd be like, well, how old is that character? Well, now the issue isn't the age of the character. Okay, now the issue is that the character is a rat. Okay, it's like, well, it's a talking rat. It's a talking rat that's standing on two legs, and it might just be big enough. I don't know. I'm getting hacked by Big Lolly. Probably. There's certain things you could bring up where it's like, it kind of, that whole age of the character thing. It to me, it's like, well, I guess it matters, but does it matter because it is a cartoon character? But then people will say, oh, but that's the same defense that lolly people use. And you're right, it is. But the difference is, lolly is clearly illustrated kids. Like the way it looks, they look like children on purpose for this, with a very specific intent to entertain those that are very much entertained by that kind of content. Okay? The sort of person who lusts after illustrated depictions of sexualized children aren't going to be looking at illustrations of 20-year-old and 18 or 20-year-old Velma or Misty or that stuff. They're gonna look for a very specific style of that character. Okay, look for a very specific style. Because what it is, and there's studies that have shown this, the same people that are attracted to lolly are also when I say attracted, I mean sexually aroused. People that defense kind of goes down to this. I was like, okay, what? How does that character look? Okay, the illustration you see there. What does it look like? If you didn't know anything about that character, like, how does it look? Like, does she look nice, smoking hot, of age, and all that? Then fine, you know. Put it in your spank bank and have fun with it. Okay. That's kind of what it boils down to. Because what about other characters like, let's say Princess Peach from Super Mario? Does she even have a fucking age? She's a fucking princess. Does she have an age? Does it even fucking matter at this point? She has a bunch of fucking pixels. Oh shit! And Bowser's been in that thing. Oh shit! She's loose. She's loose. Yeah, so Princess Peach and Daisy. It's like if you're turned on by them, or we're gonna watch some of their or look at some of their not safe for work artwork, do you have to consult like the internet? Be like, I'm sorry, what is the age of Princess Peach? In what game or what version of Super Mario does Princess Peach become of age? It sounds so fucking stupid. And of course, the reason why we're having this talk is because people are concerned about the lolly stuff, man. And I get that. That stuff is abhorrent. Okay? Needs to be just deleted off the internet. But I don't think they understand why lolly, the problem with it. Okay? It's because of how it looks. You know? Very much so. It's because they literally look like illustrations of kids in sexual ways, whereas an image of Daphne does not. It just does not. And there's a certain reason why certain types of people are attracted to that content. Okay? All right. But if you go with the Daphne defense, you're going to be or Daphne. If you go with the Velma defense, you're going to be fine. You'll be fine. Just... It's not even canonical. That's the thing. It's not canonical, okay? It's not canon. It's not part of the show. It's like a spin-off thing. It's like a fan fiction thing, okay? And how does the illustration look? There you go. You just kind of go with that. Or just stick with cosplayers. Well, one thing I'll wrap up with this, though, especially in the cosplay area. Cosplay is fine. But what about... I saw this, and I did watch it. It's very rare for me to find a porn I just cannot jack off to, and I found it. It's the Rugrats. It's the live action Rugrats porn video. I followed that. My palate cleanser for that was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action porn video. That was weird. That was fucking weird. But the Rugrats one was nightmare fuel. It was like, this is so fucked. This. I think that's worse than the fucking Don't worry. It stopped to be. It was the one I couldn't watch. Yeah, man, I'm dropping frames like crazy. Like, all roboting over here. Crazy stuff. Anyway, what I'm probably gonna do is end up deleting this one and uploading the local recorded copy. But yeah, that sucks. That sucks. I wasn't able to actually stream well tonight at all. That was horrible. Garbage. Anyway. So yeah, that's the Velma defense, pretty much. It's how old does that character look? We go with that. Pretty simple. All right, with that said, y'all take it easy and have a good one.